Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra for the month of October. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there, and if not, simply check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. So we have the black cat here. Virgo happened to have the same card, same position. If you're dealing with a Virgo, maybe you want to check that out. But what this is about is a change of luck. Now that could go, one way or the other. It can indicate that something dark has crossed your path. It can be mystery, superstitions, something that has yet to unravel, something that maybe has you stumped. Now, over here we have the hourglass. So it's like maybe because whatever this is appears to be like a mystery to you, that you're putting something off, and you or them, this could be their energy as well. So putting off a decision, hesitating over making it. It could be someone could think, well, maybe it's too late, with the hourglass here. Card of devotion. I've done all that I could. I gave it my all. It could be that you feel someone has taken advantage of you, or they are feeling this way. Next we have transformation, and that is speaks to change something. Okay. To transform something. It speaks to masks and hidden truths. People who wear two faces. But it's like behind the mask that they wear, it can be anything that they're hiding back there, pretending to be happy when you're not or they're not. Suspicion, pain, fear, love, desire. So someone here is wearing a mask. It could be a mystery to you. Maybe you can't see past the mask, or couldn't. You felt like you did all that you could do. And maybe now, perhaps you feel that time has run out or is running out on this. This could be your energy or theirs. We see that you have a history with this person because we have the history card here. So this can be a past situation that comes back to haunt one, you or them. It can speak to family history, yours or theirs, that may have interfered in the relationship, possibly. It can be reflection on past failures and or successes. You can be reflecting upon the past, romanticizing the past, or someone from the past or a past situation resurfaces, or you are reflecting upon them and missing them. Because if this is representing you, you clearly worshiped the ground they walked on. I'll say it that way. You loved that person. Would have done anything. Now, moving to the first card, we have the mushrooms. So this is something that grew quietly beneath the surface. It's like there were many issues, but they all stemmed from one thing that you couldn't see, that was hidden, that being the root cause of things. So the flowers and the ring, it could have been something that was repeating, going round and round, and it's always the same thing. It could be a recovery from whatever was at the root, okay? Finding and healing and recovering from the root cause. We'll see how this is going to go. We have the rabbit next. So the rabbit is like waiting, feeling very vulnerable. Somebody who may hang back, out of fear, a lot of anxiety. They can also be really quick. Someone who might make very decisive or take a decisive action. It can be feeling the need to reach out to someone. That could be a wish. We have the rabbit who looks at the fox, and the fox looks back at the rabbit. So, and it could be that one suspects the other of trickery, deception, or of being very clever, someone who plots, takes advantage. The schemer. And with the well is like hidden things, taking a deeper look. Taking a deeper look. Looking beyond the surface. Be careful what you wish for also. It can also indicate that you might be at rock bottom and you will have to work hard to get back up or climb back up. You or they. So someone is waiting, and the other, I feel, it can be that they're holding back. Thinking someone is the charmer or is going to take advantage of them, or that they're going to be or they're being very clever, or were. Maybe because of that, someone took a swift action. So we have the toad, and the toad is it's luck that would require action. So having to do something that you don't particularly like, but doing the task can be rewarding. Or it can also represent someone you were not initially attracted to, not in, typically your type, but it turns out that they are like the frog who wasn't in fact the prince, turned out to be your Prince Charming. Okay, so that card is coming with the bear and the cards. Now the cards indicates that this is a very fragile situation, okay, that could easily fall in or fall out, however you want to look at it. It's like that house of cards. It's like it doesn't take much, you know. The bear can be strength, courage, healing, protection even. I feel that this has to do with the courage because it's coming with the toad, and the toad is about doing something that you don't particularly want to do. So, or it could be just simply that it's challenging, that it's very, because it's a very fragile situation that you're dealing with, or someone who is very vulnerable, fragile. So we have the teacup, and again, you're speaking to this fragility. Okay, it's being carried down. It could be a small event that was exaggerated or blown out of proportion. It can also be hope. Now, it is coming with the mice and the bellows. So the mice is something that that eats away at you. So it's something you're worrying about, but it's like a constant worry, constantly worrying. And it's directly having to do with the teacup. Possibly somebody, maybe it's like that storm in the teacup. Something that got blown out of proportion, perhaps because of somebody's fragility with regards, or vulnerability with regards to the subject, or at hand. Now this is about the bellows is about fanning the flame to bring something to life. So there's something that was eating away at someone, having to do with that particularly, bringing it to life. So then we have over here this card of rebellion. So that is putting up barriers. So maybe, they felt very vulnerable. Maybe something was really eating at them, and whoop, they escaped behind that wall. Because they felt like, or that whatever was happening went against their beliefs, or what, it didn't feel right. It didn't want to do. And remember that, because that is the message of the toad. It's about something one does not particularly want to do, but when in doing it, it brings luck. But of course they wouldn't know that. So so they run behind the wall. And down that we have the rider, the house, the automobile, and the beacon. So the rider is messages, news, a visitor that is coming, or The rider, wait. Let me see. I gotta check the direction here. The rider leaves the wall and rides towards the house. The automobile also going towards that. So I think it's one and the same energy to shed light on something here. On, of course, the rebellion. So, and the birds, which we have at the bottom of the deck here, is the passing of information, messages, phone call, text. This is news coming towards you in the automobile, possibly even over land, if you don't live that far, or if you're able to reach each other over land. This could be somebody whom you can reach by land. Okay. Internet, you could get a text message, some type of message from this person, and it could be over the internet, because this can represent social media, internet. So what we have is, again, we have this man. He's looking towards the comb, if you can see. That's how the cards fall. He's looking at the comb, and that's about detangling a mess. Okay, something that got blown out of proportion. So that is what's coming towards you. Questioning somebody's role. We have the card of identity with regards to, okay, identity. Questioning someone's identity because what they're showing you may not match up with what they're saying. Okay, or either you or they now are doing that or did that. It's why they ended it, or you ended it, because you thought that the actions didn't match up with the words. That was the problem. And that left a very bitter taste in that person's mouth. And that is the fungus at the root of all of these issues that were experienced. And that is the mystery that is unraveling. So, expect news, because this will come up for discussion. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.